Alrighty, my buddy gave us a real good deal on Fix Your Up. So, you're welcome. Brand new engine, decked out appliances, Wi-Fi. Whoa! Amazing! So, if your friend gave us such a good deal, how much cash do we have left? Well, not much. I spent the rest on this custom monster piece. Also, your butterfly friend wanted grills and, I just had to see. Mousy, can you go get my Alexa Pro, please? Baron, what's the phrase you said kids are using to describe something that's attractive? Snack? And Melania, what do you say everyone on Twitter says I look like? A cheat Donald? No. Just saying. The GPS says there's a Starbucks here. You gotta be kidding. A gas station Starbucks? Can't do it. Ever since that soy hazelnut latte incident. We're gonna have to get these windows tinted, aren't we? Davis, you're fired. Wait, guys, stop for a sec. Why? We must create a law that prevents groups from having complete control of something in business. Agreed. But what should we call it? How about Monopoly? What's so funny, Henry? I just had a sick idea for a board game. Alright, you sure you got everything? Yes, for the third time. This is the most important mission yet. I got you, bro. Don't use the taser unless absolutely necessary. Not even gonna come to that. If he comes back with Hamilton Beach instead of Cuisine Arts, we're gonna have problems. Baby, I just wanted you to know. Oh my god, it's happening! The poison is finally kicking in! Apple worker who refuses to give me a phone I ordered because the carrier is under my mom's name. Me on the furthest edge of patience I've ever stood. You know what? I'm gonna go grab a pretzel real quick. I hope it's lovely! Oh, it will be, biatch. Appearance: skin, pale, hair, dark, build, average. Clothing: hat, rancher, coat, duster. Face: scar, stubble. Weakness: really bad heartburn. Oh, why'd I have to get that chili dog at the saloon? Alright, you get one phone call. You get one phone call. Excuse me? When were the last time you called your mother? Oh my goodness, it's been a while actually. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Time has come, fellas. We need to think of a name. People can't even tell we sell food. How about we call it the Shroom Shack? A nod to our most important ingredient. Let's name it Street Slayer. Show everyone we mean business. Whoa, it looks like Mousie's having a eureka moment over there. I think it's only fair that we give him dibs on the name. He's been through so much during all this. Go ahead. What is it? And the mouse comes up with the least gangster name to ever grace a food truck. Frickin' shocker. What's wrong, honey? There's a monster under my bed. Wait, what? A monster! Where are you going? I'm sorry, sweetie. You're on your own. Huh? Now think of a card, any card, and I'll make it disappear. Here it is. Let's see what we got. What the? Do you think magic is a frickin' joke? Alright, let me grab some things from my locker. Then I'm never setting foot in that crap hole again. So I get why your boss wanted me gone. What I don't get is how he convinced an army of minimum wage workers to lay down their lives for a burger joint. He promises WrestleMania tickets. WrestleMania tickets? Yep. Life I gave up for a vegan snake. I was so darn angry. The doctor told me I have mad cow disease. Is it contagious? Shut the frick up. I so much I will eat you.
Want to play house? Sure. Babe, I know this is bad timing, but I told about it months ago. I'll be back in a few days. Oh shoot, that's them now. Love you. Alrighty, ready up, girls!
Nice truck, loser. That name sounds like a YouTube show my niece would watch. What kind of food does a soft ginger boy like you sell anyways?
Tell him, Florence!
We make veggie burgers. That's cute. You think you could pair with the best vegan truck in LA? Stay off our turf. Does anyone else think they can outcook the king? Mousy, go get me my spatula. Please. Ooh! Your name's Florence and you have a man bun. That's fine, but surely forfeits your right to call people soft.
Today I shared my animal crackers with Camden because he forgot his lunch.
That's called empathy. You know what it feels like to forget your lunch, and you didn't want your friend to be hungry. Sometimes, I like to squint my eyes and imagine myself in other people's shoes. So maybe I can create a new sense of empathy.
I'm sorry about your crappy haircut.
The floss. The keto diet. 69. Fortnite. So, I take it we're skipping town for a while? Guys, I'm sorry I let LA get the best of me, but I think our time has come to move on. I'm glad you hit them, but I just hate that they'll never know how much better our food is. Don't you worry, Benji left his mark. Like the great Banksy, I use the power of paint over force.
How would you respond if a colleague criticized your productivity?
I would politely accept their feedback, but carry on doing my best.
What if they called you names or made fun of your appearance?
I've become good at ignoring petty drama over the years.
What if they threatened to hurt your dog?
The heck you say, Bish?
Congratulations for the best noodle art in the class.
Now that you're a famous artist, just remember to stay humble. Every artist's biggest downfall is their ego. I have no clue what they're talking about. Step right up to hear the all-knowing baby. $1 for one secret the world holds.
Let's hear it.
Bed bugs were invented by mattress companies.
Okay, that's great. That was so worth $1. Dude, are you being serious? Okay, what else you got?
Want to play house? Sure. Babe, have you seen my Pinot Noir? I swear to God, if you and Henry drank it during the game because you ran out of beer.
Where do you keep the valuables? In the closet? There's just a picture of me. You're valuable. Bro. We haven't had an exit in hours. We're gonna starve. Wait, I see something up ahead. Whoa! No way! Sir, you're in the middle of Utah. If a McVeggie burger does exist, I can assure you we don't carry it at this location. Can we at least have some extra barbecue sauce for God's sake? When a mascot messes with you as a kid. Oh, Stinger, you're silly. When a mascot messes with you as an adult, I will cut you. Ah! Ah! No! How's it feel knowing you're just as much of a planet as that guy was? Oh, frick off! Dear Sophia, I'm sorry I haven't written. We've been traveling a lot, trying to find a new place to call home. Benji helped us build our food truck empire back up with a new sales strategy. The magic was in the food all along. Quite the business hat he wears. The old owner has grown on all of us. Don't get me wrong, he's still a douche, but much less of one. Come on, dude, one bite. He also comes in handy when we need human representation. Here's your vendor's permit. Get lost, goon. Mousy is still the heart and soul of our team, always eager to help and learn. But the same demons continue to haunt him. Hey, Mousy, I know I used to call you soft, but what you're doing is really brave, and as far as I see it, that makes you the most badass mouse I know.
Call it an overstatement, but I think this little gang of misfits is starting to feel like a family.
Man, how do you draw like that? Do you make a list of things you need to get from the store so don't forget anything? Grocery list? Of course, every time. How in God's name do you do that? Most people's pockets. Keys, wallet. My pockets. A key. One AirPod. Month's worth of receipts. Credit cards I pray have money on it. Half my weight in change. Weird flyer. Parking I'm not gonna pay. Apple TV remote I've been looking for weeks. Bottle caps. Rice. Freaking rice. Random sticky notes with weird code scribble on it. And brand new brush tip marker. The only things in my pocket I actually care about. This place ain't so bad. What a great sales day. But I was thinking, you think we should toss the cheese that Mousy relapsed on? Wait, what? Yeah, the cheese in the cellar. That's the cheese he ate? Hey, Mousy, I have something to give you. It turns out the cheese you ate was actually my top secret vegan cheese. You're still going strong, buddy. And the best part, you have the best cheese palette I know. If it fooled you, that means I've perfected the recipe. Well, sorry dude, that came out wrong. Magic tricks as a kid.
How do you do that?
Magic tricks as an adult.
How the frick did you do that?
Pac-Man then.
Waka 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 waka.
Man, this is good stuff. Pac-Man now. Where's the nutrition label on this? How am I supposed to know it's keto friendly? What if it contains peanut oil and I packed it in my Timmy's lunch? He'd keel over. There's gotta be some sort of class action lawsuit I can hop on. I'm looking this crap up. You know what? I'm gonna try a different sales strategy this year. Kindness, honesty, and integrity. The people who buy the product are the people that need the product. Alrighty, world. Hope you're ready for the nicest salesman to ever hold a briefcase. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, all-knowing baby. Tell me something else that blows my mind.
Nobody ever sat in an empty room.
That's crazy, man. Dude. Good heaven, Reynolds, you smell ungodly. I can't take it. I must go invent something to fix this nightmare. Let me help you. It will take more than one man to tame the beast that is this man's odor. That smells like Satan crapped himself, then fell in the sewer.
Wait for me. I've already got a concept sketched.
Really, honey? You're worthless loser.
Not according to the chart. Let me see that stuff.
Black market values for various body parts. Corneas, 19,800. Skeleton, 6,600. Lungs, 272,000. Kidney, $138,700. Liver, $137,700. Blood, $630 per liter. Skin, $1.24 per centimeter. And bones and ligaments, $4,800.
Nobody's worthless.
Dude, let's get the frick out of here. Look, I know we've used to date, but let's keep this professional.
Okay. Did I break anything?
My heart, Stacy! Happy frickin' Valentine's Day! Boothangs. You know, this might sound crazy, but I think it's time I find a girl. It's time I clean up my life and take on the responsibilities of love. That doesn't sound crazy, man. No one thinks that sounds crazy. For the love of God, pursue this with everything you have. I just need to leave behind all the toxic things in my life and start fresh. Am I dreaming? This doesn't sound like you. Right after this rip. There it is. Why are you so angry all the time? I'm not freaking angry!
Little planet syndrome. A form of inferiority complex in which the planets attempt to overcompensate for their perceived shortcoming. Wanna play house? Sure. And don't forget, you know what tomorrow is? Our anniversary? Already? What am I gonna do?
The next day,
Honey, I reminded you about recycling. Why aren't the bins out?
Recycling?
It's Mousy. He always finds his way back. I think the storm scared him. Hey, you. You look lost. Wanna ride? No worries. We'll get you to some shelter in no time. Yes, sir. Right after I do my stretches.
I forgot to tell you to cancel that golf trip because I scheduled an escape room with my parents.
Why would I pay for that when I already get it for free?
What are you talking about? This relationship?
What? Huh? The struggling food court vendor tycoon. A new Chick-fil-A is killing your sales and the free samples aren't working. How will you provide? Only for Nintendo GameCube. Get your life back. Learn the fundamentals of business. Remaster your menu. Build a wall of chairs to stop people from going to Sbarro. Huh? Hey.
We really need to work on our sentence structure. C-. Such beauty, such perfection. I've not known true genius until today. A+++. Well, my Etsy shopping cart isn't going to buy itself.
We'll get you squared away. I hope you like sausage. What's wrong? All my guests love sausage. Oh, you're vegan, aren't you? Don't worry, I'm an omnivore. I eat both plants and meat. My neighbor makes the best tofu spring rolls. Parent-teacher conference is there. Your child is different.
Oh no,
What will we do? Parent-teacher conference is now. Your child is different. Yes! Holy crap, thank God! Here are the drugs you wanted. I was undercover. You're under arrest. So was I. You're under arrest for buying drugs. Frick. I want you to meet the gang. Please pardon the mess. We just had a baptism. Meet Leonard.
Did you come from the war as well?
You'll have to excuse Leonard. He's suffering from a great deal of post-traumatic stress. This is Monica. Welcome. And the last but not least, our fearless leader. Who gave you this bottle of alcohol? But you're homeschooled. We'll call it BJ's Brewhouse. Don't you think that opens our name up to way too many jokes? What are you talking about? you know, people saying stuff like, hey, you guys want to get BJ's for lunch? Then we can go grab some food. If you're right and people are that immature, I'll wear a shirt that says, I love BJ's for the rest of my career here. That was a mistake. First cavity. Wanna grab a stuffed animal from the bravery bin? I think I'll be fine. Second cavity. Do you wanna roleplay? Yeah, that sounds like fun. Okay, 1 second. Meet me at the park in an hour. We need a mage. Sometimes people tend to forget. When you break up with someone, you're also breaking up with their pet. And that can be even harder than losing the human. I hid treats for you in the laundry room. The kind you like, not the crappy Aldi kind your mom buys. Frank! What the hell? I'm calling the police! Junior Entrepreneur Finals.
I spent the last 3 years making the world's most affordable water filter.
I created the world's first dissolvable plastic bag.
So, this is awkward. I made the exact same thing as him, except it dissolves into Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Well, why don't we just sell the dang stuff by the bottle? Help! We're here to save you! Thank God! What the? How to survive alone on an island the rest of your life for dummies. I'm a planet! I didn't even say anything this time. Criminy. Doctor, come quick! Not only did they recruit more during the storm, the chemicals finally kicked in. They're performing some sort of spiritual ritual. Magnificent. Except that Stuart Little looking motherfucker up there. Bring him in. Here's your pizza. Thanks. Do you have ranch? Sure. Here you go. More. Okay. More ranch. Okay, chill out, dude. More frickin' ranch. You like to hear the good news? Well, here goes nothing.
Okay, Doc, we've removed the non-cooperative subject and his friends to a new enclosure. We can test their logic, seeing if they can complete this obstacle for food.
The next morning. What the? When darkness comes, I lend my strength. I am the protector of the night. The ants embark on the dangerous journey to find food, taking on impossible barriers. Many of them won't make it back. Carl! Come on! He's gone! Are you kidding me? All that for freaking baby carrot? It looked like a mini corn dog from far away. I swear! Maternity leave in most countries. Take as much time as you need. Family comes fast. Maternity leave in the US. What the hell is my boss doing here? You forgot your laptop at the office, silly. I'm literally having a baby. Don't worry. I brought him one too. We need all the help we can get to catch up. How we started riding horses. Imagine the convenience. We sit on it, and it takes us places. Don't do it. Fool. Risk is required to innovate. The pain of not knowing is much more worse than anything else. How We Humaned. A new series by Dustinteractive. Me walking into work. Me walking through a tunnel of cheerleaders when I was 10. Woo! But, Doctor, cruel science is lazy science. We said we'd let the animals go. Oh, can it, intern? Nobody asked you. Open the enclosure. Why, hello there, little mouse. I see you completed our obstacle, but decided not to eat the cheese. I'm not sure if you know how these experiments work, but the mouse always eats the cheese. So go ahead, eat the frickin' cheese. How we found art. Look at this sunset. I must find a way to replicate its beauty. I'll smear earth matter in a way that expresses my gratitude for this moment. That's beautiful. Can I hang that in my cave? That would be such an honor. Bro, what attracts most guys to girls? Boy, I like her a lot. She's pretty, smart, funny. Me. Did she just use the word chromaticity perfectly in a sentence? Whew. Eat it. What are you doing here? The lab is off limits. Oh, sorry, doctor. I was called to clean that puddle. What's puddle? This one. Well, let's get the hell out of here, Mousy. Stop! I don't know who you are, but you're in trouble. They hit the alarm. They're gonna kill you! How we discovered constellations. How we discovered popcorn. I've got a hunch about this. It's gonna be delightful. Never mind! Due to publishing apps, I decided to create a quick guide to recap Season 3 before we continue with the finale. Ethan and the gang reconnect with the previous owner after they escape from the raid in Season 2. The previous owner has a friend soup up the food truck, but it cost the gang all of their savings. Ethan gives Mousy the honor of naming the truck, resulting in the softest name imaginable. A rival food truck gets the best of Ethan's temper, and they're forced to skip town. Mousy continues to struggle with his addiction to cheese. We are later relieved to find his relapse was a false alarm. The previous owner opens up about his desire to find love. Ethan offers support. A storm takes Mousy by surprise as he's gardening, sweeping him away from the group. A kind yet peculiar turtle offers him shelter. The weird gets weirder when the turtle introduces Mousy to his friends. It appears that Mousy was lured into a cruel experimental enclosure, and he quickly realizes he is in trouble. Mousy and his tortoise friend move to a new enclosure. They anger the doctor when they decide to garden instead of eating the cheese. The intern tries to stop the doctor, but she enters the enclosure in an attempt to force-feed Mousy the cheese. She is interrupted by a janitor, which we find out is actually Ethan and the gang, who are there to rescue Mousy. The intern warns them that the alarms mean they're in serious danger. Dustinteractive, What If Babies by Dustin Rogers. What if babies were born as just smaller proportionally sized humans? And they were like horses. They can walk and run fresh out of the womb. Honey, will you help me catch him, please? And we don't name them. They tell us their name at the hospital. My name is Felipe. I'm gonna get your caramel macchiato. Please don't run away again, dude. How we discovered our best friends. Have you fellas seen Bert number 2 around? He was supposed to fetch me a broomstick. What the? People getting hurt compilations then. Oh, why would someone want to watch this? People getting hurt compilations now. Give me this stuff. In 8th grade, I got a C+ in a class I nearly killed myself for. I was crushed. But then I remembered some bonus points I wasn't credited for. I politely walked up to show my teacher. I have no clue what you're talking about. Are you serious? It was just last week. I did a whole presentation for 20+ points. That would bring me up to a B-. And that's when I realized she was lying. My school had a quota. Each class needed to give out a certain amount of A's, B's, and C's. She needed my C to stay on par, and she wasn't bugging. I remember that bus ride home. I felt so hurt, so robbed, because I was known as a student that couldn't pay attention. I was never able to get ahead. But then it hit me. This might actually be the best day of my life. I finally have something to fight for now. There's a big reason to wake up and try every day. Today, my strengths became superpowers. I will leverage things I'm good at to win. I will do everything in my power to make people who don't believe in me feel really, really stupid. Game on. To anyone dealing with a mental health condition, don't let anyone make you feel inadequate. You're beautiful, intelligent, and capable. You will find a way. You will prove them wrong. How we discovered playing hooky. You know, what if I got hurt and couldn't hunt today? But we gotta get out of here. He's right. We can't leave the others. Benji, go get the others out the back. Go ahead without me. I've lived a long life. I'm fine settling here with the garden. Sorry, man. That's not how this works. Please don't eat me. Ah! This is what I was talking about. The guard robots. They'll kill you. We're supposed to be afraid of a glove-wearing robot. Ah! Head for the front door. Benji, what are you doing? There's too many of them. They'll catch us before we get to the truck. We have to at least try. Benji, don't! Dear Sophia, this is the hardest letter I've written. Last week, we lost a family member. We lost Benji. That sketchy bug from the woods ended up saving our lives and so many more. Our entrepreneur. Our business bug, we'd call him. It wasn't the money that drove Benji. He's the one that taught us to focus on the art of it. That passion leads to success. He was right. The truck brought together so many groups. Vegans, non-vegans, rich, poor. That's what it was all about. Bringing people together despite differences. That was Benji's mantra. Not just that, he taught Mousy his ABCs. Percy arts and crafts. You're just thinking about it too much, dude. He talked me out of buying those awful frames. You look like Millhouse, bro. We try to find ways to remember him every day. But it doesn't get easier. I could never figure out what it was Benji was looking for. But I hope he found it. I hope he found something as great as us finding him. I hope he found his Sophia. So, you saw this man's wife murdered in a restaurant? Yes. Did the restaurant have mac and cheese? Yeah. Why? Was it good? Yeah, but why does... No further questions, Your Honor. I'm going out for lunch. What wisdom do you have for me today?
Lawyers hope you get sued. Doctors hope you get sick. Cops hope you're a criminal. Mechanics hope you have car trouble. But only a thief wishes prosperity for you.
Dude. Subscription food service expectations. Yeah! Reality. We're out of clean pots! What the frick is bok choy? Our new cars made in the Cars movie. Are they having sex? There's no humans in that universe making cars. They have to be screwing. But how? How do they frick if they're cars? Don't know, man. Can you please put the gun down? How we decided to not cannibalize. Okay, no. Alright, time to go to bed. Good night, world. Who'd win in a fight? A grizzly bear or a lion? Okay, Oracle baby, here's $10. Give me something good.
Every day, someone on Earth unknowingly takes the biggest poop in the world that day.
Holy crap.
Literally.
What did you bring to the table? In my last job, I brought enthusi... No, what did you just put on my desk? You mean my toad? How we discovered thunderclouds. Why are they gray? I don't know. Who cares? They don't even do anything. Oh my gosh! You made them angry! Who rescued who? Whew. I've been having real bad luck lately. What's the deal, Oracle baby?
Okay, this might not be a reason you'd expect. Remember that Instagram post that said you'd have a year of bad luck if you didn't tag 3 people?
Hey, son! What do you want, Mercury? She's just a girl and she's on fire. Not again.
This girl is on fire!
Jesus Christ. Well, here goes nothing. The look in your friend's eyes when they realize you have literally no snacks. It says this next applicant specializes in stick figures. Does he think this is some sort of joke? I'm sorry my best wasn't good enough. Cruel world. Mom, lunch only costs $1.50. Why did you leave me $20?
Honey, don't you remember? You have the book fair today. Use that money to buy whatever you want.
Book fair?
But don't go crazy. I could take you to Walmart and get the same stuff for cheap.
Tell me something wholesome to brighten my day, Oracle baby.
2 people out there are the happiest couple alive without knowing.
Whoa.
That's not you and that new Tinder girl.
Damn it.